So, of course, when I first saw the trailer for Primate, I thought it looked pretty cool, right? It's your basic killer pet animal movie that you probably shouldn't actually have as a pet. And it honestly gave me vibes of Stephen King's Cujo and a mix between that 90s horror film Congo with a cameo of Bruce Campbell and featuring Tim Curry. Both of those films felt like what this was going to be like. But of course, like a lot of horror movies last year and some years previous where they have to show you the footage from inside the theater of people watching the film getting scared, I immediately felt like this movie was going to suck. I was like, this movie's actually going to be really bad. I hate when they show people in the audience because all these people can't handle horror movies. So they're just showing this to make you feel like, oh, look, you're going to get scared like this person or you're going to jump like this person. And I just hate whenever studios have to put that as their trailer because it almost makes you feel like they're trying to forcibly make you think that this movie is going to be so scary because of look at all these other people that it's scared and we have it on film. It's just unnecessary. So we go see this film and by golly, it was great. I thought it was actually fantastic. It is so straightforward and to the point. It just follows this young girl, Lucy, who comes home to visit her father and her sister. She hasn't seen them in a while because she moved, she moved to the States or wherever. They live in like this random secluded like jungle house with their monkey friend, brother, that their mom, who had passed away, it was a linguistics professor, brought this monkey to live with them. And he learns how to do sign language and he can speak with this little pad and stuff and all this stuff. And he's like a little chimpanzee, right? Little primate. And his name is Ben. And it turns out that Ben now has rabies somehow. They don't show you how he contracted it. They don't show you how, what bit him or what might have caused him to acquire this rabies. But I didn't know that hydrophobia is a sign of rabies in animals, right? So animals end up getting this fear of water. And of course, they have this giant pool in the back of their house and they're right over the edge. They live at the edge of this like cliffside where the ocean is right there. So there is a lot of water around this poor little monkey. And the film follows this monkey just killing everybody. I mean, it's a good movie in the fact that I was just not expecting to just be yelling so much and like laughing so much and just thinking that like two scenes in particular were pretty phenomenal. And one of them is, of course, where this guy gets his jaw ripped off in slow motion, which sucks. And then the other is when the little girl actually gets attacked. The sister of Lucy gets attacked. And when it breaks Lucy's hand or one of her friend's hands, like you think the monkey's going to hold her hand and be okay. And then he straight up like breaks her wrist. I mean, it was just like, damn. And then the ending of the movie was just epic. Absolutely epic. Having the dad come and have to save the day. It was just so cool. And the dad is deaf, which actually it adds insult to injury of the plot because throughout the whole climax of the film, when the dad arrives, he can't hear anything. But it was great. It was actually a lot of fun. I was surprised that they didn't use a real monkey. It was very reminiscent of that intro to Nope, right? With the little monkey and Steven Yeun's character when he was a kid or whatever. But I thought they were going to use Andy Serkis as the motion capture monkey, but apparently it probably was, I believe it was somebody else. I thought they were going to go the whole Planet of the Apes route, but it was a very cool movie. I mean, I think it was pretty fresh per se, but like I said, it definitely reminded me of Cujo, and we haven't had a movie in a while that related to rabies of all things. And then if you've never seen the movie Congo, that movie is awesome, but it more or less deals with this ancient race of albino monkeys that are almost humanistic and are just so savage. They just kill and eat and they're cannibals pretty much. But it was that's a good movie and deserves a watch all on its own. But if you've never seen, Cujo is definitely the closest thing that I've seen to Primate. So yeah, it was good. I definitely enjoyed it. Gave it like an 8 out of 10, solid film. Again, I just don't like that stupid trailer, but I'm glad that it subverted my expectations and it was actually a fun and enjoyable film. So definitely check out Primates in theaters. But yeah, just, I don't know why people want to have these pets, these possibly dangerous animals as pets, right? Like no alligators, no lions, no leopards, no monkeys. Well, you just get a dog, get a cat. The dog could still get rabies for what it's worth. Oh, shit.